Sean, what else have the nation been talking about this week?
Badgers! Badgers!
It's a very upbeat response.
They can't kill all the badgers.
Well, they don't know how many there are.
Badgers have moved the goalposts.
This is actually a quote from a government minister when Environment Secretary Owen Paterson was asked if he'd moved the goalposts, because they're now saying they need to kill more badgers. He said the badgers have moved the goalposts.
They do, and that's why they must die. That's the kind of thing they do.
Richard, what's your problem with
We've got a
badgers?
massive problem with badgers. We have a lot of badgers anyway, and now we've got all these refugee badgers coming in, running away from all
Starting
these...
to sound like Clarkson, mate.
No! He was rude about badgers. No, he was rude about badgers. I like badgers, but I only like the ones that we already had, and then all the protesters were blowing whistles and banging saucepans to scare them away. So now they've all come and lived at our place, and that's kind of chucked our home badgers out. And...
How can you tell the difference between the new badgers and the old badgers?
Well, they've got different accents.
Because...
I think the cull's a good thing because they say that there's the equivalent of one dead badger for every 10 yards between Tiverton and Exeter.
They always say that, don't they? Yeah, people are always saying that.
No, but it's actually quite a useful way of finding your way home.
Yeah.
Instead of just sprinkling rose petals as you walk along, we can just follow
The usual method, yes.
A trail of dead woodland animals.
We gave it to them. That's what I feel sorry for. We caught TB in the Industrial Revolution, gave it to the cows. The cows gave it to the badgers. We killed all the cows that had it. We got rid of it. The badgers were just left with TB. Like, there you go, mate. They went, oh, I've got bloody TB now. And now they're trying to give it back, and we're shooting them all. It's like giving someone a cold and then shooting them, going, don't give me that cold, mate.
I'm a supporter of the badgers, and I've actually rescued 2 badgers, because they came round to shoot them, and I had a cottage down there, and I took them in, and I pretended they were slippers. And I would have got away with it, but one of them started coughing.
Carol, what do you make of the badger cull?
Well, I think it's interesting because obviously TB is supposedly spread by the badgers, and with this cull now, they're all running for the hills and obviously spreading it even more.
There is no TB. The whole thing is just the Countryside Alliance. It gives them an excuse to shoot something that's slightly black. Why? There's no TB.
Do you think the reason people are so upset about badgers is because they're like our pandas? You know, people are feel very fondly towards pandas. Do you think people see them badger as it's like a shit panda?
They are a bit like pandas, because I love watching 2 of them shag.
What, a panda and a badger?
Oh, no. 2 badgers having sex, not anything weird.
You like watching a couple of badgers?
Because there's 2 pandas up in Scotland they're trying to get to have it off.
Yeah.
So if people like watching pandas having sex, people might also like to watch badgers do it.
The badger might help, because the badger could be like a fluffer for the panda. Then the panda comes in and takes over.
Sure.
Panda just goes, out of the way, sunshine. I'll finish this job.
Let's have a look and see if the badger cull is up there. Yes, the badger cull's been extended as they say they haven't killed enough animals. The aim of the cull was to stop the spread of bovine TB and to distract Brian May from making any more music. What do you think people have been talking about this week?
I don't really talk to people. Tend to move away when
We put 2 girls on your team this week because we thought it would force you to talk to girls.
OK. Hey.
All right, John. Yeah.
Girls.
John. What about Tesco saying that we're throwing away, is it 2/3 of our food that we buy?
Phenomenal.
So much wasted food.
Yeah, well, specifically, it's the bagged salad. They reckon 2/3 of it goes in the bin. Tess, do you waste any food?
Well, I try not to, but yeah, hands up, I'm guilty of occasionally throwing away a bag of salad that's gone past its sell-by date.
You've got kids, give it to them.
Well, I do.
Whatever you and Vernon don't have, throw to them.
I do. And if it's not them, it's the dog. But occasionally you do find yourself throwing stuff away, don't you?
The thing is the labelling, isn't it? Because they say bag salad, mixed leaves, but actually that's not accurate, is it? It should be mixed leaves stroke compost. That's what it is. You're basically buying a bag of compost. Because sometimes, you know, it's gone off by the time you got it home. I go through red lights just to get the food home so I can eat it. Have a picnic in the car park.
I think there's a smell test. Well, we all believe the best before date, just give it a sniff. If you're not sick in your mouth, it's fine.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of waste, 2/3 of everything you eat, but I thought about it, it's true, because I've got an example of, like, if I'm eating a packet of 3 Scotch eggs, I'll eat one and throw the other 2 at cyclists.
You've really put that in terms everyone can relate to.
I waste so little. I went on holiday and took some Nurofen, because you can never be too prepared on a holiday, can you?
No, John.
And when I got back, I saw that one of the Nurofen had popped out of the little metal thing they're in, and I didn't want to waste it, so I ate it. Didn't even have a headache. Just thought, I'm not putting that in the bin. Then I had to get shit-faced just to get the benefit out of it.
I hate food waste. I think it's the worst thing in the world. I'd eat things off the floor just to make sure there's no waste. I also hate mice. And one time, my flatmate, to catch a mice for me while I was asleep, left some peanut butter by the toaster with rat poison on it and a spoon. And I came downstairs the next morning, I was like, oh, waste not, want not, I had to go to hospital and get my stomach pumped. It shows how much I hate food waste and also how easy I'd be to trap. But it's...
Christian, do you waste food?
I do waste food. I'm really bad. I'm a bit obsessive about the dates. So I'm always the one who looks at the date and it says it runs out on the 23rd, so I can't eat it. Because if it's off, then I might want to be sick or something. So,
Christian, you've been reading the news and all these stories about, you know, conspiracies too long. It's planned. Years ago, there was a flood in Honduras, and a woman was in a tree giving birth to a baby. A helicopter came along and pulled her out of the tree as she gave birth to the baby, and she was put into the helicopter with the umbilical cord still attached, and they both survived. Your bag salad isn't going to kill you.
I feel that story might have been a sledgehammer to crack a nut there, really. There was a helicopter and a flood in Honduras to get him to eat some salad.
A bad bag of salad might make you rush the news, won't it?
Well, I've got a weak stomach, and reading the news on a weak stomach is not good.
No.
My sister once had to throw up. She's a newsreader as well, and she had to throw up in between the stories. So she would do an intro and then go... and then carried on, you know.
Was it a particularly gory story?
There was nobody to relieve her.
Madonna has a new video out where she tries to be sexy. Sean, do you read the best before dates? Do you adhere to them?
No. I've got pesto in my fridge that Assad wouldn't fire at insurgents. I don't even monkeys, I'm fine. I've got cast iron stomach.
Yeah.
The problem is we have a generation growing up now who have never seen Ready, Steady, Cook. So they don't know how to make a meal out of a Mars bar, a red pepper and a stock cube. So they open the cupboards and everything's a meal anyway, and they just go, oh, I've got nothing in. Ainsley Harriott would have turned that into a gourmet feast and been delightful company in the meantime.
OK, let's have a look and see what's up there. Yes, Tesco has revealed the extent of food wastage in the country. According to the survey, 53% of food in this country goes to waste. The rest goes to hips and bums, right, girls? Do you think facial hair is attractive, yes or no?
Call me sexist, but not on women, no.
John, you've got sort of the beginnings of facial hair, haven't you?
Well, this is just laziness. I just can't be arsed to shave all the time. It's just a waste of time, isn't it, shaving? It's fun, though. I grow it because it's fun. I get it just long enough that I can shave it in instalments. And I'd shave that bit first, so I get a little neat beard, and then I crop it under like that, so you get a little wanker beard. And then you leave it. I feel sorry for women that never get to do that. You never get that.
Oh, I've done that.
Roisin, what do you think?
Depends what's going on with the rest of the face. You can't judge.
How do you mean, what's going on with the rest of the face? What?
Like, asking do you think facial hair is attractive is a bit like saying, do you like teeth? Like, you know...
Yes!
Yeah, but, you know...
I like teeth on a girl.
Yeah, but, you know...
I can't believe we're even having this discussion.
Like, look at Joe.
Yeah, I'm dynamite.
Do you like it? Do you actually like it?
Of course I don't. Who would like this?
It's fun, facial hair, and it's warm as well for winter. It's like a cardigan for your face. Chindigan. It's not attractive, though, is it, to answer the question? It's not sexy, is it?
OK, what do you think?
I'm adamant it's a yes. I think it's very in at the minute. Like, I mean, definitely not that. But, I mean, Joe's... Well, no, not that either. But, like, a kind of... like a designer stubble, like what John's going on. I think it's very attractive.
Well, you're very kind to say so.
Not a problem.
Have you grown a beard? Do you want to try one?
Do I want to try one?
I've brought moustaches.
Definitely.
Oh, my God.
I think that's the one for me. I sort of feel I could run quite a good regional, like a regional department store.
Yeah.
Welcome. Sean, any interest in a moustache? You're more than welcome.
Just had a bloke off the Pringles.
I could sell Pringles, couldn't I? What would you care for?
You've got a buffet of moustaches there.
I do, of course I do. Would you like one, Roisin?
Yes, please.
Of course you would. Hang on. Here you go. This will look terrific on you, because I think for the blonde colouring.
Thank you.
No problem at all. Happy to help.
There's no point, Joe. Some games you can't play.
I look like a cat.
You really do look like a cat. Leave it on. I like it. It's... Leave it on for a second. I'm loving it. Did you It's not unattractive, but you do.
I look better.
I like that. Yes, I am a murderer. It's not my fault.
In terms of attraction, though, I mean that's pretty sexy, right? Sean.
I feel like I'm in a strange nightclub and I go, oh, they like it.
I'm going to give one to. Should we give one to? Should we give John a proper moustache? It'd be lovely for him to try, wouldn't it?
Moustache, how very dare you.
Fill your boots there.
You bounder, you cad.
Well, I very much like it on you, actually. You've awakened something dark within my sexuality.
Thank you. John looks like a magician.
Is that supposed to be like this? It really hurts.
That's a really good look for you, trust me.
I'm like forgetting things. It's nipping that hard.
You look like a rival cat. You look like you've got whiskers on.
I got one for you, Joe. You can just see what you'd look like with a beard. OK, let's get some answers on this. So, do you think facial hair is attractive?
No, obviously not, no.
Oi!
Yes, sorry, yes, I mean yes. What was I thinking? I wasn't thinking.
I've nearly kissed two girls.
What do you guys think?
I think facial hair is not attractive.
So you say no, you're saying yes? I can tell you the answer is yes. 64% of our audience think facial hair is attractive. Different beards can mean different things. For example, a Santa Claus-style beard means friendly with kids, whereas a Joe Wilkinson-style beard means too friendly with kids. OK, fingers on buzzers, one more thing to get. What was the other big story this year? What do you think, Sean?
It's the tragic... Thatcher's death is just dreadful. I find it very hard to talk about it without breaking down. And the way I found out was particularly hard because I was actually driving to Yeovil, I had a gig in Yeovil, and I didn't have the radio on. And I thought something had happened because a man drove past me the other way, punching the roof of his car. Literally, he's got this going, woohoo! I thought, I'll switch the radio on, and that's how I heard the news.
Protesters in Brixton chanted Maggie, 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 dead, 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 and then rearranged the local cinema, now showing board, to say this.
You went to the cinema that night and you're going, well, shall I see Maggie Thatcher's Dead or shall I watch LOL?
My favourite thing was the CNN's coverage in America when they showed this picture of Margaret Thatcher. That is the archive picture. They didn't know who the man was They went with that picture.
What's weirder is they've got the same haircut. Look at them. How does that work? How are you having your hair, Jim? Thatcher's coming to town.
Lorraine, what did you think of Margaret Thatcher? Feminist icon? What do you think? First female Prime
I
Minister?
don't think she did very much for women. I think she could have done a lot more for women when she was in power, and she didn't. She wasn't a woman's woman, shall we say. So, no, I don't think she was a feminist icon at all. I think you have to admire her achievements.
Through
whilst...
gritted teeth?
Kind of, yes.
I don't think she was a person's woman. I always say, I mean, when it happened, you know, there were people who had parties. I mean, I didn't have a party. I mean, it was drinks, nibbles, a few friends. You wouldn't call it a party. I just feel a lot of tribute that should have been made. They should have done a really fitting tribute, which is when they cremated her, they ran out of coal.
Also, they brought her up on a gun carriage. They always have these gun carriages. Once, just once, you're going, fire her into the church. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? What a waste of a gun carriage.
But she lived in the Ritz. Who lives in the Ritz? What a ridiculous place to live.
Someone who doesn't want to pay council tax.
Yeah.
We're still trying to guess the most talked about things this week. Sean's team.
The thrilling climax to the Great British Bake Off. Yeah, or as I like to call it, Britain's Got Trifle.
Did you watch it, Sean?
No. I don't watch it out of any kind of, I don't have a problem with it, any issue with it. Just didn't happen to watch it.
I was a bit disappointed by the winning pie. It was just a pie.
What were you hoping?
Well, something a bit special. Like, I don't know, pie with Wi-Fi. Can't do that. Bullshit.
There were people who called Ruby, who was in the final, a filthy slag. I mean, to get into the habit of calling cake makers a filthy slag is dangerous, because most of them are in their 70s. I'll swear at a cake, if a cake is really nice, I might go, oh, you dirty bastard.
You never shouted at a baker before?
No, I don't think so.
Just going, yeah.
I don't watch it an awful lot, but I do see Mary Berry a lot because she lives very close to me, so I bump into her in the local supermarket, which is brilliant because I get to look in a trolley in a basket.
Is she buying Mr. Kipling?
I
bet she is.
No, but interestingly enough, we've got a local frozen food shop. Allegedly, she goes in and buys a pre-cooked brownie tray bake. That filthy slag!
I feel like I'm at a bus stop in Buckinghamshire. You see her, she thinks she saw that, she buys pre-made. Christian, did you partake?
Well, it's a bit like Breaking Bad, the Great Bake Off. The idea of it is a bit ludicrous and you wouldn't want to watch it, but then if you catch it, it's amazing. And you learn a lot, and it's quite addictive.
I would rather see the kind of shit bakers. You know, like, at the start of X Factor when they show the really deluded
The crazy ones that can't really do it.
I want to see the guy that baked a pie with, like, a lever arch file in it, or like, decorate a cake with his own hair. That's what I want to see. And it lashes out when he doesn't get through.
What you're saying is you want to be on the show?
Yeah, I love it.
OK, let's have a look and see if it's up there. Yes, the #1 story. Yes, the Great British Bake Off was the most talked about thing this week. Bake Off's not been a great success in America, of course. Over there, it's a dieting show. Last week, an 80-year-old Russian man survived a fight with a bear. True story. He bravely kicked and headbutted the bear before the bear threw him off a cliff. He survived, but a bear basically came at him and he fought him off. So we asked our studio audience, do you consider yourselves brave? Yes or no?
I was really hoping you had a clip.
I'm not dismissing the bravery of a man, but it sounds to me like he survived because he got thrown off a cliff. I'm going to speculate, had the fight continued, he would have got the shit kicked out.
He was an 80-year-old Russian shepherd. He was approached by a bear in a raspberry field. So this is true. This is a nursery rhyme. Happened this week. Approached by a bear in a raspberry field. He showered him with kicks and headbutts. Reporters say he managed to knock the bear off balance before it threw him off a cliff. He was hospitalised with bruises, bite wounds and 4 broken ribs. Wow. Discharged within a few days. and it's not known how the bear is.
I just love it how we're sitting slagging a man off who fought a bear. We're like, ah. We're sitting in London in a warm studio. He fought a fucking bear.
Yeah, in a raspberry field. Get over it.
What's a shepherd doing in a raspberry field? How mobile are these raspberries?
Well, I like the line, he was approached by the bear. I can imagine, if you're the shepherd, a bear goes, excuse me.
The thing is, to be fair, we've only got the shepherd's version of this story. I'd like to hear the bear's version.
In bear news, a bear was sexually assaulted today by a mad Russian. Joe, if you got attacked by a bear, what would your strategy be? What would you do?
Work the body.
But you know, I mean, I wouldn't be. The best way to deal with a bear, if a bear attacks you, and this is genuine, if a bear attacks you, is stay very still and wait for it until it gets really close, until it's literally about there, and then you just go, whoa, like that. And because it's got those big round feet, it just goes, whoa. They can't adjust. They've got no balls on their feet. So you just go, whoa, like that, and it just throws them. And then and sometimes I've been attacked by loads of bears, and they're just literally going, whoa, and they're all behind me in a big pile.
Would you remember that under attack? Because, you know, there's so much information about dealing with animals that I think if a bear attacked me, I'd probably, like, piss on my feet or something, you know, get confused with jellyfish. So you'd have to remember it. Would you remember that?
Well, the difference between a bear and a jellyfish, easy.
OK, fingers on buzzers. One more thing still to get. What do you think?
I think it's maybe heat and energy. There's all these new nuclear plants that they're launching because the heat has gone up 10%. And the only people who are going to win from that are the perverts in the strip clubs, because they're going to get more dance for their dollar now, because the strippers will be like, oh, I'm going to take off my woolly hat, take off my big coat. It'll go on for an extra 20 minutes before they get to the nipple tassels.
I don't think the first bit is really what the men are there for.
Really?
I don't think the bobble hat bit they're enjoying.
Do you go to the loo?
I don't go anywhere.
Where's the magic, John? Where's the magic on that you can't start with the hat?
I love your idea of a strip club where the girl comes in with a hat and a coat. Everyone here? Right, I'll get myself ready. Right, back to nuclear power. John.
Well, there's going to be no energy left, so we're going to have to build some more nuclear power plants, is what's happening, basically because we've all come weak. I like the cold. I like a little bit of... It's romantic, isn't it, the cold? But to fill the deficit from the energy companies' prices going up and up and up, we're going to build nuclear power stations.
It's a non-renewable source of energy, so it has to go up because we can't keep drawing from the earth forever, guys.
Yeah, well, we can while we're alive. Which is the main issue on the table at the moment. I think what we should do is all refuse to pay our energy bills. If everyone did it, like in a mass disobedience.
Just that woman and you, it sounds like.
It's two. Once you got two,
she's only
you got
clapping
four.
her hands to stay warm. She's like, oh.
Just everybody, just choose a quarter. We just choose one quarter, and everyone just says, no, sorry, we're not. Because there's 6 energy companies, and it's a cartel, really. There's no difference.
Yeah.
And then what they need to do is people genuinely need to have, like, some kind of civil disobedience. I'm trying to be like the utility Gandhi. That's who I see myself as. And everybody just says, no, we're not paying it. And that quarter, give us nobody... Because they can't cut everybody off.
They get their energy from Russia, though, so it'll be the Russians who just turn the tap off. You just go, you don't pay for gas, you don't get gas. I put the shoulder laugh in just because I thought I made him too evil. They're putting it in Somerset, which is incredible, because Somerset has about 5 years' worth of energy from burning dead badgers. Pile them all up. They just set fire to the badgers. They could keep toasty warm.
Or don't shoot the badgers. Put the badgers in like a hamster wheel. Get them working.
Yeah. Joe, you're probably an expert on this, I would imagine. What do you think about nuclear power?
Well, I'm not... Yeah, I know we need more energy, but I'm not really bothered about electricity because I quite like sitting in the dark. And I own a pair of night vision goggles. So I'm quite happy.
What happens with night vision goggles if you wear them in the day?
It hurts real bad. Yeah, I was wearing them, I opened the curtains, didn't realise 8 in the morning. Lost one eye.
OK, I can tell you it's not one of the most talked about things this week, but the nuclear power station will be built at Hinkley Point, or as it will be known in 5 years, the Forbidden Zone. Fingers on buzzers, one more thing to get. Go on.
It's the christening of the royal baby.
Yeah. Exciting, wasn't it?
They christened him his official title, which is Prince George at Asda. So they're in touch with common people.
Yeah. Would you like to be asked to be one of the godparents?
I think...
would have been a tough choice for them, but...
I think it'd be a very difficult choice for everybody involved. I think it's wise that we discussed it and it was agreed that for both parties it wasn't going to work out.
And that's why Joe got the job.
I'm quite liberal about these things in the church, though. I mean, I'm a godfather to someone, and I said, when they asked me, I said, but I'm not a Christian. And they said, don't worry, just come and meet the vicar. And I said to the vicar, obviously, I'm not Christian. And he said, don't worry. When I just say, you know,
none of us are.
Sorry, carry on.
Well, he basically told me to lie. He said, you know, when they ask you the question, you know, will you bring this child up in the tradition or whatever it is, just say yes. It's fine.
Joe,
I was saying the big scandal was that some of the royals didn't get invited. I was like, that's good. Christenings are shit. There's no disco, you can't smoke. You have to get the gravy stains off your suit. This is a grey suit, it's just covered in gravy.
He didn't look very happy, though, did he, in the photographs, the official
pictures
of baby George?
We've got an official photo.
Oh, wait, look.
Look at that, he's got tentacles.
Oh, look. It's only his second ever public appearance and he's wearing a frock.
These sort of things are the only days where weirdos get called well-wishers.
That's a very good point, well made, yeah. You can sort of go out and about in London and no one
free as a bird that day. I can wave at babies and no one arrests me.
I never care about other people's christening. I have just come from St James's Palace, actually, from here. I was at a royal reception with Prince Charles and Camilla.
What were you doing at a royal reception?
No, they're going off to India and Sri Lanka, and they wanted to get in the mood, so they invited some British darkies. And
What now? Sorry, so they're going to...
So glad you said it, not me.
They're going where, sorry?
They're going to India and Sri Lanka.
And they invited you round to kind of get...
Yeah, me and a few friends. Get in the mood,
get some travel curry. We've got a picture of you there. Let's have a look. There you are.
Oh, gosh. That was quick.
Well, they're pictures. They're just... You can email them. We'd have to go into Snappy Snaps to get it developed.
Yeah, well, there I am, sucking up to Camilla.
What did you talk to Camilla about?
I talked to her about something really serious. We are both patrons of the same charity.
Oh.
So I talked to her about that.
It won't get reported as a serious conversation. Whatever the royals say, in the papers they put, they quipped, or they... as if they're these piss-funny, hilarious... The front page of the paper said, it's the first time the baby's been quiet today, joked William. It's not a joke, is it? That is a statement. That's just a fact. He was noisy, and now he's not noisy. You cannot tell these people they're funny. They get enough, they get driven everywhere and carried in gold carriages. They need an honest appraisal, at least, of their comic talent. To be told, fine what you do, but that's a shit joke.
OK, let's see if George is up there. Yes, it was Prince George's christening this week. Sadly, DNA tests have revealed Prince George actually belongs to a Romany gypsy couple from Greece. Top thing that makes British people angry. What do you think?
It strikes me as a visitor to this country, the things that annoy people are very often not the big things, like the breakup of the NHS or bankers' bonuses, like apostrophes in the wrong place. So it's probably that was the final straw in 1939. It wasn't the takeover of Poland by Hitler. It was like, he spelt Nazis with an apostrophe. Oh, let's get him.
What makes you angry?
What makes me angry? When I'm driving, when we come to like a zebra crossing and like someone feels like because of zebra crossing, although I'll stop for you, but say thanks because I don't have to stop.
Yes, you do, yeah. you do, yeah.
I don't.
You do legally, you do.
Yeah, legally you do, but I really don't. I'm in a car, you're on your own feet. Like, if I didn't stop, what were you gonna do?
I absolutely get that, because when you drive, because all it requires is it's just the eyebrow raise. It's
Yeah,
just
that's it. Like, some people look as if, like, they look at me like, oh, you
don't do the eyebrow raise on a zebra crossing?
No, you're meant to stop. You're meant to be considerate of pedestrians, people who are softer than you. You're in a big metal box. And I'm meant to say thank you for not killing me. That's basic standards. That's like saying thank you to somebody for not stabbing you in the head while you're walking down the street. Thanks for not punching me in the face. Thanks for not pushing me in front of that train. You spend your whole life thanking people for not doing something insane, which would be running you over. In fact, I'd be more likely to just go, I don't do that, because there's a lot of hard people driving who get out of their cars and beat the crap out of you. But really...
You've had a bit of luck if it's Tinchy, really.
Yeah. You don't know.
You never know.
Yeah. You know, don't underestimate anybody. Especially me! Yeah. Oh. You came so close, Jimmy.
What do you think? What makes you angry, John? You seem like a pretty easygoing guy. I can't imagine you get upset by much.
Getting run over by rappers. It's not having anything to get angry about, isn't it? It's nice to get angry. That's why we read papers in the morning. So before we've even finished our toast, we go, look at the state of that!
What were you looking at?
Stacey from Warwick. Ill-thought-out views on Britain's membership of the EU. Fair enough, have an opinion, but put your clothes on and then we can talk about it.
OK, Alex, have any guests on the One Show annoyed you?
There's been about 4.
Let's name them. Come on, let's go
How about
down.
no?
One Direction.
No, they're all right. Yeah, I mean, they've got about literally 115 people with them, choosing which ripped vest they're going to put on. And they're all right.
They always make the right choice.
Yeah. You can't get it wrong, really, can you?
Well, no, I mean...
Whatever you put on those guys, it's just great. Whatever you're doing, guys, just keep doing it.
Go on, back to the annoying guests.
Bruce Willis was rubbish on the One Show.
Oh, Bruce.
You sound like you've broken up with him. Oh, Bruce.
I would have if we were together after that. He just was a bit... He didn't know it was live, for a start.
You could have told him.
And then I did. I did. In the first VT, I said, listen, Bruce, this isn't going that well. You're going to have to speak.
To be fair, it's a difficult gig for him to get up for, I imagine. If he's come off the back of, like, a Hollywood film where he's blowing up helicopters, and then he's got to come off the back of a Giles Brandreth documentary about maggots.
I'll tell you what, something really does annoy me is when you go into a jeweller's and they're selling loads of clocks and they're all different times. I'm thinking, you're trying to sell me these clocks and you can't even be bothered to get them on the right time. Why would I buy a clock from you that isn't showing me the right time? That's all I want from a clock, is that it tells me the frigging time, and you want to sell it to me, you want to charge me money, and you can't be bothered to go like that. You've got a bloody nerve trying to sell me clocks, and you can't even prove it's not a clock. If it's not the right time, it's not a clock. It's just some numbers. It's some numbers and some sticks moving different ways. It's not a clock. So don't... Next time I come in there, mate...
I'm annoyed about that now.
Did you ever see that CCTV footage of, like, some armed robbers? I'd love to go into a clock shop with balaclava and go, put all those clocks right! Just hold it to his head and go, now the next one, now the next one. Right, I'm out of here.
OK, what's the top thing that makes British people angry?
Is it football? Because I know you have a very delicate relationship with football. You love it, but it makes you so angry.
That pisses me off at the football. There's always a clock that tells you it's 3:15, but the clock on the match says, like, 17:23, because there's 17 minutes gone, but the actual time is... And 2 clocks in the same room. Just kill thousands of people.
It's like a bloody jeweller's. Have we waited till Series 16 to break out that face? Would you rather be served by a machine or a human being?
It's really annoying, isn't it, when you're in a supermarket and you use one of the automated tills and a light is flashing, it's either the DVD or a bottle of wine, and you know you need help. They never work, those things.
You're supposed to pay for them before you leave.
I've lost it with them. I've just shouted at the machine. So I've swiped this loads of times, and I've just said, look, I've taken the chicken, OK? Do your worst. The chicken's coming with me. So I'm like a hostage, so I walk out of the shop like this, go, I'm having this chicken, OK? I've tried to pay. You won't take it. I'm going. Drives me nuts.
Yeah. It is annoying.
And then you swipe, nothing swipes, and then you go, an apple, no sticker on it, just goes boop, and you go, what the? Get in your head.
Occasionally, I like to put an unexpected item in the bagging area just to hear a woman's voice.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm still riding high on the royal baby news.
Aww.
It's hard to come down from that, isn't it? There's very few moments in your life that give you that sort of, like, just buzz.
Any parenting advice for them, Sean? You've got kids. Anything you would pass on to this young couple embarking on the adventure of parenthood?
Oh, it's hard. Mind you, I don't do a lot of it, so...
It's really, that's more advice for William, isn't it?
It looks pretty hard. From where I'm phoning from, it looks really hard.
Rob, what do you make of the royal baby?
Well, I love the bit they got takeaway. They got pizzas, didn't they? Kate and William
to the
got
hospital.
Yeah, you got the bodyguards go and collect the pizzas, and everyone's saying, "Why don't you just get them delivered?" But it's half price, isn't it? If you get them collected. You've got a kid on the way. You've got to start thinking about money, ain't you?
Lorraine, did you cover it much on the show? You covered
Oh,
it.
much? It was just like all the time, pretty much all the time.
Some people got annoyed with the amount of coverage they had to do. Some news reporters got a little bit sort of sick of it. Now, have a look at this.
Not everybody is enjoying the spectre of the speculation, endless speculation. A couple of texts coming in to the BBC. Come on, BBC, people do have babies. Stop saying the same thing over and over. Give us the rest of the news. What a load of sycophantic rubbish, says another. Good morning. And God help us if this ends up a long labour. That's a view that I have heard expressed here by a couple of people. So, you know, we'll just wait and see. But until then, we're going to be speculating about this royal birth with no facts to hand at the moment.
You've sort of got to admire his honesty there. He's just going,
Completely. I actually like that. I like when people just say it as it is. Very refreshing.
John, what do you make of it?
Well, it's obviously significant, isn't it? But the coverage of it was... Because it was there, it was a 12-hour labour, which is double what she'd done to that point in her life.
Freddie, were you excited about the royal birth?
No.
No.
It's nice. Everyone has children. I've got 3 myself, but we didn't get that sort of billion.
Would you give any advice to the royal parents? Kate,
Yeah, you've got to get them into a strict routine, make them sleep through early doors.
I imagine that's easier for you than most parents because you are terrifying. So if you say to a baby, go to sleep, it'll go, all right.
To be fair, compared to a baby, everyone's quite terrifying. Like, compared to a baby, I'm quite intimidating.
No, not you.
Okay, fair.
Not a good example to pick. You look younger than the royal baby.
Oh, he does. But he's so cute. No, I know, but you're cute. Look at that wee face. You're so cute. You know what? When you're 90, you'll still look like that. You'd be glad.
I didn't come on here to be flirted with by Lorraine. Do you remember the last time I met Lorraine? I've only met Lorraine once, and I want to kind of clear this up because you had a very similar approach of kind of flirt patronisation. And then just before I left, I was getting in the taxi from this show, and as the door was closing, you said, if I was 20 years younger, and the door closed. And I've got no idea how that sentence ended.
You'd be an embryo.
I think she meant if I was 20 years younger.
Top way to pamper yourself?
Is it a sit-down wee?
Oh,
occasion would you treat yourself to a lovely sit-down wee?
Early morning, late at night, after a big meal.
I don't think that's pampering yourself, sit down wee. Really want to pamper yourself. You know those Dyson Airblades? Teabag one of them. It's risky because you've got to have one foot on the door as well. One leg up.
Actually, the facilities manager wanted me to bring that up with you, and I was sort of looking for the right time to mention that.
Yeah, well, if you're wondering why it came off the wall.
John, how do you pamper yourself?
Just get drunk, really. Pampering, for me, as a word, means like, oh, I'm going to pamper myself senseless this weekend. I'm going to go out and get absolutely pampered.
Well, number 2 is an expensive glass of wine. So a lot of people do that as a little treat.
No, they don't. Have you been out into the world? People out there, oh, this weekend I'm going to have one good glass of wine. People don't go to Yates's at 9 o'clock. What is the best wine you have? I just want one glass. They go, what is the cheapest wine you have?
I've not been to a Yates's, but it's a wine lodge, yes?
Yeah.
Well, of course, you'd talk to the sommelier about what's on offer, and you would order the finest wine that they had. A carton of your finest wine.
What is good on the way down and back up again?
OK, Joe, what would you do to pamper yourself?
Well, I do pamper myself. What I actually do is I have, if I really want to pamper myself, I have one of my verrucas frozen off. I love that.
It's nice, though, isn't it? It's satisfying.
Pampering can be quite creepy when people are being paid to wash your hair. And they're sort of, you always get these sort of 16-year-old girls sort of pretending they're like massage. It's awful, it's horrible. It's like really intimate and fake.
I love it.
Do you? Do you like it as well?
I quite like it, yeah.
They hate you when they're doing that, you know that?
What do you mean they hate me?
Because I used to do it when I was 14. I worked in a hairdresser's and I used to wash people's hair and they're like, oh, that's lovely. I hate you so much. Like, having to, look at this strange head I'm having to wash for £22. They hate you when it's happening, yeah.
Oh, that makes it even better.
One of the things I like to do is I like to light a load of scented candles. I get in the bath and then I just wait for whose ever house I've broken into.
What, and come out like Martin Sheen in Apocalypse Now?
Through the petals.
Alex, do you pamper yourself?
Pedicures, because I get them cheap. I've always wanted to go into one of those fish foot spas with my prosthetic leg on and just say to the person next to me, like, don't leave your feet in there for too long. Because I found out the hard way. Always wanted to do that.
OK, fingers on buzzers, 2 more things still to get. What do you think?
People are scared of going to the dentist, aren't they? I know you're not, but some people are.
I was wondering about your teeth. Do you have are these for best, those teeth? Do you have a set for just wearing at home?
Yeah, these are for special, these are for best.
There's your best teeth.
Do you know, I'm upset, Mr. Carr, because Cheryl Cole was voted best smile in this country. And I feel like you deserved that.
I don't know if she's got the best smile. I think Ryland has got the best smile. Yeah, take a look at Ryland.
Is that real?
Yeah, Armitage Shanks did his. That's incredible. Is
that genuine? His teeth?
Those are his teeth, yeah. OK, so, Catherine, you recently tweeted that you were quoted £6,000 to straighten your teeth. Let's have a look at the tweet. I can't see what they would have done. They're fine.
Well, if I had £6,000, I'd sort out my willy finger syndrome, because...
Oh, yeah, you have got a touch of the willy fingers there, haven't you?
Each one of my fingers looks like a small penis.
Well, that's more.
I had to get a brace the year before last I got punched in the face in a Chinese takeaway. Yeah. There was a drunk man and he was being racist to the man behind the counter, and so that does not happen when the D-man's around.
Sure, the enforcer.
I told him to shut up, and so he swung, but he was so drunk, he went that way and fell over that way, and so I stepped back, and then he went that way, and he fell that way, and, like, this could have gone on for hours. But the man behind the counter, the victim, just looked up, had missed what had gone on before, and just saw 2 pricks fighting, and he jumped over the counter and punched me in the face. tooth back 1/4 inch.
That's a good dental story, but not the best dental story. This is the best dental story. Last year, a dentist in Poland was treating her ex-boyfriend for toothache after he dumped her. She knocked him unconscious, knocked him out with the drugs, and then she removed all 32 of his teeth.
Whoa.
I imagine he said... Tinchy, are you scared of the dentist?
No, I'm not. That's one thing I'm not scared of.
Yay! We found it! OK, let's see if going to the dentist is in our top 3. Yes, going to the dentist. When I was a kid, I was scared of the dentist. He was a paedophile. John Steen, what do you think the nation will be talking about this year?
It must be the Wimbledon final.
Oh, exciting. No.
No?
No?
Tennis.
What's the matter with tennis?
Well, I'll be dead honest with you. I used to play the 3rd most boring sport known to man. Cricket, only trumped by tennis and Formula 1.
Do you not like cricket?
It was a means to an end.
I thought it was an incredible thing. A British man won for the first time in 77 years.
And he hasn't won it since, Jimmy. Let's not let him off. This country hasn't had a Wimbledon winner for nearly 6 months now, and I've had enough. The sad thing, it's a boring name, Andy Murray, as well, isn't it? If his name was, like, Dick Gobbler or something, then... At least now in 50 years, when Sue Barker goes, and of course Britain hasn't had a Wimbledon men's champion since Dick Gobbler. Just going to keep hearing Andy Murray all the time.
It was weird that this whole talk about 77 years of wait is over. And actually, when he won, it was like, thought I'd feel better than that. To me, nothing really can trump that dressage gold at the Olympics.
Lorraine, you're Scottish, so presumably
I am
Andy...
well spotted.
Well, you're not like full-on Scottish. You're like
Just a wee tiny bit.
I can understand what you're saying. You're Scottish light.
OK,
Now, did it mean a lot to you? That
Oh, absolutely. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. And I think it's a shame that everybody goes on about him being dour.
I don't think he is.
I don't think he's Scottish. I mean, you know...
He spread sunshine everywhere, didn't he?
And remember he cried. Remember he cried when he lost, and then we quite liked him because he cried. Like, no?
No, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. I mean, the reason I don't like tennis is because I'm left-handed, and you know you can't play if you're left-handed. So
you can.
You can't play tennis.
You can.
You can't play tennis with your left hand.
Yes, you can. You can do whatever you like.
There's no left-handed tennis players.
There is.
Other than Nadal?
There's no.
He's all right. That's his greatest trick, is making us think he's using his left hand. If you hit the ball, if you tennis ball, if you've got the right hand, you hit it, it goes that way. But if you've got your left hand, you hit it, it goes behind you. I have to play backwards like that. There's someone shouting me where the ball's coming. That's why I gave up. This is a stupid game. I'm with Freddie on this.
And the worst thing about it is, as well, you go to Wimbledon, I went for 10 minutes once. They put fruit in your drink. Your drink?
Did you, like, order a pint of John Smith's, and then when you weren't looking, they were shoving strawberries?
But you're a tennis fan, aren't you, Jimmy? You like your tennis?
I love it. I think it's incredible.
Why is tennis incredible?
It's like cricket, but instead of him hitting it and it going 50 yards away...
I'm not protecting cricket here. I know it's boring.
Do you like
I've got no... There's no two ways about it.
Given that the exciting bit of cricket is when he hits it, imagine if the guy at the other end hit it straight back.
John Steen, what do you think the nation have been talking about this week?
Sexbox?
Oh. Matt, you seem genuinely excited. Sexbox, tell me all about it.
They have sex in a box. The cameras aren't in the box, so you can't see. And consenting couples go in there, and they have sex, and then they come out, and then there's a panel of experts, and then they just sit there, and they get asked about what happened in there, and they say, yeah, we did it.
Hang on. I want to know more about this, because I haven't actually seen this before.
It's like a porno version of The Cube.
Right.
They should do it in The Cube, then at least you'll be able to see what they're getting up to.
Yeah. My favourite thing is the couples enter the soundproof box for 35 minutes. Hope they let them take a book in.
I couldn't be trusted. If I was on a show like that, I'd just sneak a big tub of yoghurt in, and then when they open the door, just lob it all out.
I thought the panellists were disappointing. I'd like someone like Alan Hansen on there, but he didn't do it. And Len Goodman. Len Goodman and Alan Hansen just going, 7! Alan Hansen going, that was woeful.
But isn't it a bit like a student house, where two people go into a room and then everyone sits around and talks about it?
John,
What did they get up to?
John, Matt, you live together in a house. One of you must have brought a lady home. There must have been that when you two came out of the bedroom.
When one of us was having sex and the other one wasn't. Yeah. Guess which way around that went.
Did you ever walk out into the room and have a little chat about it afterwards?
Yeah, he would come down and tell me. He'd come down and I'd go, so what did you do in there?
And he said, I gave the badger some nuts.
Did you see this, Richard?
No, well, I'm aware of it. I'd be tempted to go in and just try and rock the box until it fell over on its side. Just go crazy in there. But actually, I've just... until it rocked from side to side.
That's a very Top Gear take on this. It's impressive. Try and push that over.
Or you could see how fast we could drive a Sexbox to Plymouth.
There is a reason people don't talk about sex, because not very nice. You don't... One girl said something like, you know, I sometimes joke about it with my mates, but, you know, I don't really talk about it with my mum. Well, of course you don't. You don't get to Sunday dinner and go, I had a cracking shag this week. You can't listen to them talk, though. When you know they've had sex, you cannot... Even if the conversation is mature, you cannot have a conversation with someone knowing they've just had sex. Because you're just waiting for them to go, well, we started off with a bit of...
Well, I can tell you it's not one of the most talked about things, but Channel 4's new show, Sexbox, aired this week. If I want to have sex in a small, windowless box devoid of any romance or sexual excitement, I'll book me and my girlfriend into a travel lodge. Sean's team. What else have the nation been talking about?
Politics. There was a cabinet reshuffle.
Cabinet reshuffle.
Yes, people are so excited by it. Basically, what they do is, as soon as someone has, like, got to grips with what they're doing a fairly good job, so they move them to a different department where they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They move them like their environment, and they move them to health. You don't have that in any other thing, do you? You don't have people saying, oh, yeah, you're doing quite a good job working on the tills at Asda. Why didn't you try your hand at being a falconry expert?
I think what they should do is, if you're a minister for something, you have to dress appropriately. So if you're the Minister of Fisheries, you wear a sou'wester and carry a lobster pot all the time.
Health Minister, nurse's uniform.
Yeah, or yeah, sports, you got wet hair and a tracksuit on. Dress according to your job. Foreign Minister, it could be quite controversial. Onions.
Yeah.
Maybe sellotape
No,
your eyes.
no. That's where it went too far. The onions and the berry were
controversial. That's why I'm highlighting the pitfalls there. I'm not recommending it as an idea. I'm highlighting how wrong that would be.
I understand reshuffling the cabinet because they're running the country. I don't understand reshuffling the shadow cabinet because they're not doing anything anyway. That's like the difference between tidying your lounge and your loft.
No, you've got to reshuffle. I think it's amazing.
No, this is, you're genuinely excited about it.
Politics is phenomenal, and all the little changes, sort of like transfer deadline day, when they're moving around all the players, and out comes Brown, in goes Baker. What does this mean for government policy? Marvellous, isn't it?
And he had sex.
Matt, you used to work for the Labour Party,
Yeah.
right? What do you think's the matter with politics?
I think there's a serious lack of personalities in it, and I think Ed Miliband is sort of part of that problem. And there are people... I shouldn't like Nigel Farage, but...
That's the end of that sentence.
People like politicians that make us feel good. And Farage, even though I disagree with most of what he says, he's got that sort of, like, braying golf club... You know, the sort of guy who'd turn up at a golf course and go, Roger, you bastard! I want to hang around with that guy.
Well, talking of UKIP and characters, have a look at Godfrey Bloom, formerly of UKIP.
Now, Mr. Bloom, what do you make of the front cover of this
the conference brochure with no black faces on it.
After he interviewed.
What a racist comment is that? How dare you? That's an appalling thing to say. You're picking people out for the colour of their skin. You disgust me. Get out of there.
But I mean, I'm making the point that you haven't got... What's appalling about making that point?
You, sir, are a racist.
Why am I racist for saying there aren't any black people?
And you've checked out the colour of people's faces. Disgraceful. You're disgraceful.
The thing is, there are other personalities. To be fair, in this reshuffle, some personalities did come in, and there's a guy called Norman Baker, who's a Liberal Democrat MP, who's now a Home Office minister, and he wrote a book a few years ago about the death of Dr. David Kelly, because he believes that the Iraqis did it and the British security services covered it up. This guy's a conspiracy theorist, and he's now in the government. Which I think, that's brilliant. That's going to make Parliament more exciting. He's going to be there going, and we will continue to invest in our security services because they killed Diana, the Queen's a lizard!
Sorry, what did you just say? The Queen's a lizard?
Yeah.
That's why they call her Liz.
Let's have a look and see if it's up there. Yes, David Cameron has reshuffled his cabinet. David Cameron denies putting more women in the cabinet is mere tokenism. The promotions are Minister for Hoovering, Helen Grant, and Nicky Morgan, the new Minister for Total Sexiness.